Nail mail from Banggood, KUPA, Amazon, and Universal Companies by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everybody! Today's video I would say is kind of like a bonus video. It is a nail mail video from all kinds of different places where I've recently purchased some stuff. So I've got some things from Amazon. I have some things from a website called Universal Companies, which is a supplier. I've got things from KUPA and I have some things from Banggood. So all of those I will be showing you, and I'll be giving a quick little review on everything. I just figured at this point I just got a whole bunch of stuff within a week, and I thought, hey, I'll just show you guys what happened. So I hope you guys like this and found it helpful. I'll put links to absolutely everything in the description box below, so check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
So here's the first thing. This is from Banggood. These are the two things I got from Banggood. So I got a little pump bottle that I will put something else in that you'll see in a moment, but it's a really nice little pump bottle. The pump works fantastic. One pump down on it saturates my little lint-free nail wipe perfectly, so it's been a super time saver and help. And then I've got this little buffer bit that I would say it's probably best suited for pedicures, for like gel prep. It doesn't really do too much for cuticle, but it does remove the shine. I don't know for sure if I'm happy with that one or not, but in general, I would say I'll be using it for pedicures. Then I've got from KUPA, I've got a massive set. I've got 4 bottles of base coat, 4 bottles of glossy top coat, and 4 bottles of matte top coat. And they have a deal on KUPA's website where if you get these 12 bottles of polish, you get a curing lamp for free, basically. So it's a pretty good system if you're planning on if you want a lamp. It's a super great way to do it because it's cheaper for the lamp and you get all that polish as well. So that's what I did there. Also from KUPA, I got a huge jar of white acrylic. I've been going through a lot of white recently. I've kind of ventured into making some of my own color mixes, and having white as a base is a really good thing to do. And then I got 4 of their 3-in-1 powders. So the 3-in-1 is dipping powder, 3D, and ombre powders. And do I really think that means 3-in-1? I don't know. You can use acrylic powders for all sorts of stuff, but I think that they do really well for 3D stuff, so I definitely stocked up on a few of those that I haven't tried yet, but I thought I'd see how they go. I got a couple little art brushes from KUPA. So I've got the first one. I can never get into packaging. I always have the hardest time with that. But the first one's a little liner brush or a little detail brush. It's very, very small. It's really nice for doing gel stuff. It is thinner than some of my other gel brushes that I use a lot, so I was really looking forward to trying that one. And it does do a fantastic job. The other one is it's a short angled flat brush, if I can break into it. And that one is really great for doing the one stroke type designs. And I did one on a client yesterday, and the brush did a fantastic job. I always seem to mess up my one stroke brushes after a few uses, so I'm going to try to see if I can get this one to live a little longer than every other one I've ever had. Then I also got a little bottle of Harmony, which is KUPA's cuticle oil, which has an amazing kind of a tropical passion fruit type of scent. And then I got something I hadn't seen on their website before. It's called Glaze, and it's nail art top coat, and it's supposed to not fill in the cracks or the ridges in the detail of 3D artwork. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. I haven't tried that out yet, but for 3D stuff, this is supposed to do a very good job of adding a little sheen to it without going overboard or filling in what you work so hard on. Then I got a bottle of their nail cleanser. This is a pre-prep nail cleanser, and then it's also a gel polish inhibition layer cleanser. And I've used it for both, and both times it did a fantastic job. I've started doing some builder in a bottle stuff on some clients, and so I was looking for a good cleanser to get rid of that inhibition layer, because isopropyl alcohol does do the job, but sometimes it doesn't do it all the way. And this did a very good job of that. So I just immediately poured some of that into my nice little pump bottle. I figured you might as well just do it while I'm opening everything up. So there's that. I got about half of it into the pump bottle, I'd say. And then here is my KUPA Gelfinity UV LED lamp. And it's I've used it now for 5 clients, I'd say, including myself, and I have loved it for every single client. I haven't had one client that's had an issue. So my main reason for buying a new lamp, in case anybody's curious, is I was finding that I'd had a lot of clients that their thumbnails weren't curing. And I was like, you know what? I just need to get a better lamp. And if you guys here's something to consider. If you guys get a professional lamp, I know KUPA does a lot of repairs on everything. So you have that company backing. They also will give you replacement bulbs if necessary. You can buy replacement bulbs for a lot of lamps that are professional, and they just last longer. Whereas if you get a consumer lamp that's maybe 40 bucks, it probably, depending on how often you use it, is going to last 6 months. And then the bulbs start to, they may still work, they may still light up, but they might not be curing anymore. And so all of a sudden you'll find that your gel polish will wrinkle or something just doesn't finish curing. So that's definitely a benefit where you might be thinking that a pro lamp that's 200 bucks is really expensive, but in the long run, it's an investment that potentially will pay off depending on how much you're doing. So here's the inside of the lamp. I love that it's mirrored. The entire thing is mirrored. The bottom, the sides, all of that. That makes it so that the light bounces off and cures more completely, which is something that I always look for in a lamp, is that it has that mirrored inside. It's got lights all the way around. It's kind of got a little angled design going on in the middle, but there's lights on all of those sides, which makes it so that it cures thumbnails really well, which is kind of what I was looking for. And the bottom is magnetic. It pops off and snaps back on, which is great for pedicures, all of that fun stuff. The one thing that I think is kind of a I don't really care about it sort of thing is that it has that little, the top thing is supposed to be a little wrist rest for clients. I never have my clients put their hand on top of the lamp. I just move the lamp side to side, so that I think is kind of a wasted effort. And if it were me, I would have used that space on the lamp to put a screen for a countdown on the timer, which is the one thing that I would say this lamp is missing. It doesn't have a screen. So you press the 60 seconds and 42 seconds later, you're like, oh my goodness, this thing is taking forever. How much time is left? And you don't know, which is unfortunate because I really like to use that little timer for a lot of different things, especially if I'm flash curing and I just wanted to do it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. A little screen where you can watch it is beneficial for sure. I do like, though, that if you put the hand in, it activates the light. If a lot of times if a client wiggles, it'll turn the light off because the lamp thinks you took the hand out. This one leaves the light going until you tell it to turn it off or the time runs out. So if it goes in for 60 seconds, once it turns on, it goes for 60 seconds. Now I've got a little disinfection jar. And I got this from Amazon. And so I like that it doesn't say barbicide on it, which is what I was looking for because I'm not using barbicide anymore. And I wanted to find something that didn't label it as barbicide. And this one just said disinfectant, which I thought was perfect. So now instead of barbicide, this is from Universal Companies. I decided to switch to something called Rejuvenate, which is peroxide based instead of, so it's a little bit just gentler, but yet it does an equally as effective job at disinfecting as barbicide does. So I got that in a gallon jug that's a concentrate, and then I also got 2 bottles of, or cans I guess, of Rejuvenate wipes. They're 160 wipes a piece, and it's the same Rejuvenate mix on there, that same disinfection, but it's in a nice little wipe. And these wipes I got as a sample pack at one point, and I fell in love with them. As soon as I started using them, I'm like, oh my goodness, these are fantastic. The texture of the wipe when you're wiping off your nail table, it grabs the dust so well, and it's just like clean. So the first one was a little bit difficult to get out, but after that I haven't had any trouble with getting them out individually. They actually come out really nice one at a time. And so yeah, they've been super helpful with cleaning between clients. And now for Melody Minutes.
You want to tell everyone what you're eating? Yeah? Alright, let's show them. Look where that goes.
Melody.
Into the Frank's hot sauce. Mmm. Mmm.
Yummy.
I hope this video helped you guys out. And if anybody's wondering, Melody insisted on eating it with hot sauce, so that's her choice. But I'll see you in my next video. Bye!